The winter arc is about using these months as a structured time for self reflection, growth, and laying down the roots of who we want to become. By intentionally working on ourselves, we are now setting ourselves up for a transformed spring. Winter can feel like a slower time, a natural pause in the year for some people, but that's what the general public does. What about you who wants to strive and reach that goal? Let's make this winter arc the way we want it to be and reflect and reevaluate and create powerful changes. Hello everyone, this is Neeti Keswani. I'm your host for Luxury Unplugged, and today we are diving into something really special. How to use this winter season to completely shift your story through reflecting on self, changing your story, and setting ourselves up for a transformed spring. So, what is the story that you're ready to leave behind? Think about that. Maybe it's a story of self doubt. Maybe others have doubted you and inculcated in you that feeling that you have to think twice before you take any action. Is it a story of procrastination that I'll do it tomorrow? And what about the story that you are excited to step into? A narrative of confidence, commitment, and growth. This Winter Arc Challenge will help us make that shift, starting with creating a self that is supportive, a routine that is disciplined, a life that is worth living. Winters may seem quiet and dormant, just like nature, but it is a time to remove these weeds that have been placed in us by sometimes the society, sometimes by own circumstances, sometimes by our situations, life experiences, and things like that. So, the first step towards a winter arc challenge is to clarify your intentions. Take a moment to think where you want to be by the end of 6 months, end of 3 months, end of 21 days. How would you change your story? You don't have to worry about that. But what would you like to change about your story is what you have to think about. Write down 3 to 5 specific goals or habits that align with the version of yourself you want to embody. For instance, if you are aiming for a healthier lifestyle, your goals might include daily movement, a balanced diet, or a specific bedtime. If productivity is your focus, you might set goals like morning journaling, completing a project by spring, and things like that. Remember, the goal here is progress, not perfection. Because it is easier if you look at the lives of billionaires. If you are not a perfectionist, you are able to manage things, give things, delegate to other people what is not required to be done by yourself, and focus and concentrate all your energies on things that you would love to do and that you are very, very, very capable of doing. So, the goal here to set 3 to 5 goals is about progress. Progress each and every day and not about perfection. So, the winter arc isn't about being harsh on yourself. Just because you've set yourself a target, just because you've set yourself up for some sort of challenge, you're not going to be harsh on yourself and you're not going to let anybody else be harsh on you. You are going to build a story that supports yourself, first of all, and your growth, most of all. Secondly, you need to create daily rules, which you don't need to tell anybody, but you need to inculcate them into your life. For example, very simple mini rule could be I will exercise every day for 20 minutes, or I'm going to eat a high protein breakfast, period, or I'm going to journal every evening for 5 minutes, period. Now, these are accountability checklist that should be ready with you. You don't need to tell it to anybody, but these daily rules should be applicable to you so that you are accountable to no one but yourself. Prioritize movements of the body, movement of through some sort of a workout, some yoga or a quick walk, stretching perhaps, anything that talks about movement because that helps to energize the mind. So, moving daily is a huge part of transforming self. Establish a consistent morning routine. Now, mornings set the tone for your day. So, start small, wake up at the same time, hydrate, and start your day with a positive practice. Whether it is meditation, journaling, simply setting your intentions, this consistency builds focus and discipline. So, track your habits. Keep a daily progress sheet with you or a tracker app, perhaps. This is a game changer because it allows you to see how far you've come and stay motivated. And then you plan your wins. You go for your small wins, celebrate them in a way which makes you happy. Don't go after huge celebrations like a lavish dinner or something, but something that you could go for, perhaps a coffee, or something you're going to go out for a coffee with someone else, or you could treat yourself to something nice that you love really eating. That is just one example, but treats for different people could be different things. For example, for me, buying 5 books in Barnes and Noble at one time could be a big treat. So it is something that you should plan on winning, and you should be able to hit that weekly workout goal perhaps and stick to that routine. So celebrate those small wins and keep up the momentum. So if this is making sense to you, this is something which is an essential part of the Winter Arc Challenge. It is about self reflection. So use the season as a time to dive into the aspects that you love about your life, about yourself, and about the life that is coming in front of you. What is the story that you want to leave behind? What is the story of your self doubt, of your procrastination? Think about it and think that what you really want. Why are you where you are? And why do you want what you want? What story excites you about yourself? Build that story, build that narrative of confidence, commitment, and growth. This Winter Arc Challenge will help you to make a shift through a supportive routine. When you support yourself, when you really reflect and sit with yourself, then you will understand the true meaning of being a true friend to yourself. So let's take this journey together. Let's understand how to create this Winter Arc plan, how to track progress, and I would just like to thank you today for being with me on this Winter Arc Challenge. Let me know what you think about the video so far. Share your goals with me on social media, or drop in your feelings, your feedback. You can do that through email as well. And if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with friends who might want to start their own. And if someone needs one to one coaching, there's going to be a link in the description. I offer mini coaching sessions. So do come in and let's discuss your winter arc and perhaps your 6 months goals ahead. This is Neeti Keswani signing off for Luxury Unplugged.